At the Defense Intelligence Agency, we never forget. We bring them home. The POW MI Recognition Day, which is the third Friday of every September, is a day that we take time to be able to recognize those individuals who have gone overseas and become prisoners or remain missing to this day, and to also think about their families. The Defense Intelligence Agency has led the POW MIA mission for the U.S. military for more than 5 decades, beginning in 1967. In the Vietnam War, the Defense Intelligence Agency began without having any formal role or mission with POW MIA. However, as more and more pilots began getting shot down, and as we put boots on the ground, it became clear that there needed to be a central organization within the Department of Defense to oversee the mission.
There were approximately 2,200 missing in action prisoner of war cases after the Vietnam War. These are our brothers and sisters, and we need to do everything that we can to account for them. One of the early successes was in '93. There was an Air Force pilot who was one of our priority discrepancy cases, and when we went to the location where we had determined through a number of investigations where he was likely to be, we found him buried in a makeshift coffin, intact flight suit, ID card, dog tags, and to be able to do that for a family was hugely important.
One of the 5 sections in the Defense Intelligence Agency Museum is called Bringing Them Home. PFC Jessica Lynch was a military member in one of the first units going into Iraq in 2003. Caught in an ambush, she was wounded significantly in a crash, and the Iraqis, after capturing her, took her to the Saddam Hussein Hospital in Baghdad. DI's efforts to obtain information on her status began immediately. We got floor plans for the hospital, and we also worked with collectors on the ground to be able to infiltrate an Iraqi citizen into the hospital with a camera hidden in a bag to be able to get proof of life on her status. Many people may not appreciate the fact that DI supports not only the POW MIA mission for military personnel, but also for American citizens and our allies as well, such as in the case of Jessica Buchanan.
I was working in northern Somalia as an aid worker. I had been tasked with going to check on educational staff in our southern Somalia office in October of 2011. We were on our way back to our guest house in the middle of the afternoon, and then we were taken hostage at gunpoint by many very angry Somali men. My one and only thought was that I wasn't going to get out of this thing alive. Until somebody started shaking my arms and legs and pulled a blanket away from my face, and then identified themselves as basically SEAL Team 6.
We believed that there was a real chance that she could die while in the hands of her kidnappers. DI provided analytic support to those locations where we believe that she may be held, and upon providing that intelligence, a Special Forces operation was conducted to secure her.
It blows my mind, the level and the number of people that were involved in working on my case to get me out. It's incredibly humbling.
Right now, DI is still working on more than 1,500 cases, and we will do so until all of these cases are closed and dedicate the necessary resources across the world wherever we think that there's an ability to obtain information or update the statuses of these individuals to secure their release or to be able to bring them home.